I'm done talking to you. Take the collar off or go away.
I'll never take that collar off.
Fine. You know what? I'm getting used to it anyway. I might even buy a nice pair of matching boots.
No need to get so worked up.
What sort of game is this? You think you've broken me and now I don't need my leash?
The explanation would make little sense to you.
I'll never figure you out, Sith. Did it ever occur to you that I know where you sleep?
Then you're finally learning the Sith way. Even with my eyes closed, I can end your life.
Weirdo Sith. Seriously. You know, I was a slave when I was a little girl, before I got free. Sort of full circle, I guess.
I have little to no interest in your life history.
Right. Sorry. Only shuttle port in the storm, you know. Next time, I'll just bond with the nav computer. Have you ever heard of Nocdrayan? Pirate. Terrified the criminal world for a few decades.
Until you have something interesting to talk about, put a head tentacle in that mouth.
Wow, someone's in a foul mood. Fouler mood. Whatever.
What is on your mind, apprentice?
So much. I've only touched the dark side, and already I feel as though the galaxy is unfurling before me. There's so much to take in. And I'll admit, I'm a little uncertain about what it means to be Sith.
I will lead by example. Just do what I say, and you will learn all that it means to be Sith.
I'm in your hands, and I will watch with great hunger, happily. All my life, I've felt kept and confined, always wanting to watch what I say, treating emotion as the enemy. The dark side is my freedom. I'm going to express everything.
We believe that letting our emotions flow makes us stronger and unlocks our potential.
As you speak, I am swelling with pride and hope. Please, may I ask you something?
Make it fast. My time is valuable, apprentice.
It's about the Twi'lek, Vette. Can she be trusted? She seems rather soft.
It takes no special powers to see that.
Oh. Then you are already aware of her leanings? I'm sure you have it under control then. I meant no disrespect. I see I have much to absorb. I'm humbled by your attention. Thank you.
We can continue this discussion another time.
Of course, my master. Master, your indulgence, please? We haven't spoken for some time. Are you upset with me?
I don't have a lot of time to talk, Jaesa.
Perhaps you're trying to test me. Stir up my emotions? The nobles on Alderaan treated me like I wasn't there. First because I was just a servant, then because they knew I could see through their pomp and distortions. I wanted to expose it all, bring their political nonsense to a halt.
What was stopping you?
I was naive, stupid. And the lady I served seemed sincere when she advised me not to. Of course, she ended up using me for her own ambitions. Deep down, I hated my life, but I swallowed those feelings.
No wonder Noman Carr came calling for you. The Jedi turned suppression into an art form.
It's pathetic. You saved me from an utterly terrible existence. I'll never stop thanking you.
What does family mean to you? I mean, does it have to be the people you're actually related to?
Bloodlines are what define us. That is family.
I don't know. Maybe. I suppose my mother and sister will always be the most important. When I was working for Nocdrayan, doing the pirate thief thing. He had a daughter my age, Risha. It wasn't like Nock was super sweet to her or anything. But he'd call her princess, and I wished I was her.
If you had killed her without her father knowing, he might have turned his affection to you instead.
You are sort of insane. You know that, don't you? Risha was smart and strong. She knew how to do everything around the ship. And I went everywhere with her. Suddenly I had a sister again. For years it was Risha and me against the galaxy and anyone who gave us grief.
I assume you failed to follow her father's orders and destroyed your relationship.
No. Just forget it. You wouldn't understand. You know, I never thought much about being a Twi'lek when I was younger. Even on Ryloth, there were lots of other types of people. As far as I could tell, people like me were just the ones who made the best slaves. Wasn't much to be proud of, you know?
Every species has a place in the Empire. Twi'lek exist to be in service to their superiors.
Every time I think there's a person under all that Sith, I get a nice sharp reminder. Sheesh.
I have never tried to hide what I am, Vette.
Yeah, I guess I just forget sometimes. Think I'm back with my own people. When I left Nock Drain's gang, I joined up with a group of Twi'lek artifact hunters. They were all young too, full of fire and Twi'lek pride, out trying to recover our heritage.
I could see the appeal of young, excitable Twi'leks.
You should have met them. There was a girl they called Taunt. She was beautiful. Everyone loved her. I made friends in the new gang. But it wasn't until we did our first job together that we were family. There was this rich Duras scumball, Kata Bliss. Obsessed with Twi'lek women, artifacts, clothes, anything. We took him for everything he was worth.
This Kata Bliss sounds like a moron. He let a group of angry kids rob him.
He was a lot of things. Most of them terrible. Anyway, we were flying high. Did a couple more jobs together. Then came Korriban. And I guess you know how that ended up. You're never gonna guess what I've been doing. No, don't try. I'll tell you. In between jumps, I've been checking hollow frequencies. And I found the old gang. They're on Nar Shaddaa. They weren't leaving messages for me in the old spots. I thought they got themselves caught, or dead, or something.
Did it ever occur to you that they didn't want to hear from you again?
No. It didn't occur to me. Old gang's been on the run since I've been gone. Apparently our mysterious informant for the Korriban job was that scumsucker Kata Bliss. Bliss sure got revenge for the job we pulled on him. Fake mission, fake cover story. I'm thrown in the slave pens, and he hits the gang hard.
You mess with powerful people, you pay the price. A lesson from the galaxy.
Yeah, well, what if you've got more powerful people to back you up? Once they escaped the mercenaries, Taunt and what's left of the old gang spent their last credits tracking Kata Bliss's movements. That Duros snake has managed to get his hands on the Star of Kalaun. It's a priceless piece of Twi'lek history. I want to get it back.
Do you want to leave for a while, Vette? Take care of this business.
No, silly. I want you to come with me. And hit a Duros in the face. Kata Bliss is at the spaceport on Nar Shaddaa, trying to line up a buyer. I'll send a message that we're coming. Make us out to be interested buyers. Oh, and I'll tell the gang to get ready to receive the artifact. Bliss has some famous Kalish bodyguard they call the Virus working for him these days. But that's not gonna worry you, is it?
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Raka kemyu amkam nemnu. Namgan bak umnok kijak.
What did you call me?
No, not possible. Laporam amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam.
Dangerous for you. I'm gonna tear you both apart and swap your limbs.
Unok kepam.
I hear.
Ibegap gamka, gakyam. Glak nimo amya galak.
I don't understand what's happening. Am I supposed to be intimidated? Amused?
Catabliss, you have exploited my people, stolen our artifacts, and committed numerous crimes against Twi'leks the galaxy over.
Hamana hinga nakaka. Manalak lagi napi kibaraka.
We're full up on ugly.
Memua pemgola. Kumia yang mem gamba paka. Apa yang nilama? Arokam nila. Mem kiri kam komi manek. Mem yuka hal krama. Niknoga nalalu mem nulak.
Catabliss, you have exploited my people, stolen our artifacts, and committed numerous crimes against Twi'leks the galaxy over.
Unuk inu memnu. Amka kam mem perolak palak.
Return the Star of Kala'an. Promise to reform, and we may show mercy.
Inik maraka, nayanaram, kam kalu kamanik.
I'll grab the Star of Kala'an. We can meet the old gang here on Nar Shaddaa. They'll make sure the star ends up in a museum. In Twi'lek hands.
Well, look who the act dog dragged in.
Taunt! Guys!
And this must be the handsome Sith you've been seeing the galaxy with. Impressive.
Had I known how beautiful you were, I would have brought Vette for a reunion sooner.
Oh, he's a smooth one. First things first, though, yes?
The Star of Kala'un is in the case. Authentic and undamaged.
Chiktahopa! Got that right. Most important single blow for Twi'lek pride. All you, Vette.
You've done something great for your people here.
Chaamo into Otman Gisa. Mitisa Tabarena?
Here. It's every credit we could scrape together. And don't worry, we should be able to sweet-talk the museum into getting us some of that back.
Oh no, I know you guys. You won't even be eating. You have to buy equipment, bribe fees. We don't need your credits, do we?
They are your people. It's your choice.
Then I say keep the credits. Have a big dinner for me. Get some new gear.
Kunto Koroja.
No. I found a place. I'm gonna stay put for a while. But I'll keep in touch.
You don't have to leave right away, do you? What do you say we let Vette and the boys catch up for a while?
Of course. Maybe we should give them some time alone.
Oh my. Sith really can read minds. Be good, kids. We'll be back.
Have fun.
Stukasun Kanji Tavutaya.
I missed you guys. I'll say hello whenever I can.
Be well, love. We'll miss you.
Watch your back out there, kid.
You wanted to talk?
Nothing crazy. Just thinking about what happened back on Nar Shaddaa with the old gang. When you went off with Taunt, I don't know. I learned something, I guess. I didn't like it.
You need to lighten up, Vette. Nothing wrong with two adults having fun?
Yeah, maybe. Taunt always flirted with our guy friends. Never bothered me before.
Keep your weird feelings to yourself. Your babble is starting to annoy me.
Clearly. Won't come up again. I promise.
Master, remember the last Imperial port we were docked at? Because I don't. I think I partied a little too hard there. I vaguely recall an Imperial soldier. I think he and I, got to know each other? Either that or I might have killed him. Or both, maybe. It's fuzzy.
Why are you telling this to me?
I just want you to know that I'm exploring all my impulses. Reveling in my freedoms. Like a good Sith. But don't get me wrong, I'm not really interested in nameless, faceless, possibly lifeless grunts. I reserve my interest for much more accomplished men.
You're staring at one right now.
Now look, you've gone and made me blush. You'll see, I'm a quick learner. I won't be so clumsy next time. Until then. Thank you for granting me this audience, Master. I'll only take a moment. I have nightmares. I'm wearing the plain robe of the Jedi. When I wake up, I giggle like a small girl.
I'd like to see that.
In your presence, that giggle would be a full-bodied laugh. I've come to realize that my appreciation of you puts me at odds with the precept of the Sith way. It is expected that an apprentice will eventually seek to overthrow her master. You'll never have to worry about that.
You still display a child's naivety. I won't hold you to that.
I have much to learn, but I know my heart. My conviction is real. I can't imagine the galaxy without you leading me through it.
Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. You're dismissed.
Yes, my master. Thank you for this time. Master, I'm plagued.
You of all people should know not to keep things suppressed, Jaesa.
My mistake, Master. I won't make it again. It's becoming clear that the dark side is as flawed and undependable as everything else. Using my power to reach out into the galaxy, I'm becoming aware of false Sith. Lords who are secretly leaning toward the light.
Supply me with names, and we will deal with it.
If I knew, I would have already torn out their eyes myself. It will take time for me to pinpoint who and where they are, but believe me, I will find them. I'm glad this concerns you as much as it does me. Master, I know I've been moody lately, preoccupied about the false Sith I seek. I want you to know my confidence in the Empire is shaky, but my commitment to the dark side is strong. I'm reveling in the power of my new emotions.
I'm all ears. Tell me about these new emotions.
You name it, I feel it. Hatred, elation, fury, lust. I haven't properly thanked you for this amazing gift. I don't want you to think I take you for granted. You should know that I can be, well, anything that you wish me to be.
This will help me decide what I wish you to be.
I like that side of you. I look forward to getting to know you better.
We've only scratched the surface.
If the Jedi only knew what they were missing.
Crystal? Yeah, cute thing? You looking for work?
She could stand to make a few credits on the side. Pull her weight.
Cute sells. Can't deny that. Let's get you out of these terrible clothes and see what we're working with.
We're not here for a job. We're looking for my sister, Tiva.
Ah, of course. I guess everyone has somebody that loves them. Tiva!
No women, no couples, and no, I don't want to hear any argument.
Tiva?
Let's step back a second and talk about that no couples policy.
Shut up, please. Crazy Sith channel turned to mute.
Sena? What the? You're alive?
Despite my best efforts. This is my friend. He's, A Sith Lord.
I'm going to need to have Jaesa start coming along to announce me.
Ignore him. Sith are apparently more ridiculous than you'd think. So I'm guessing this wasn't a voluntary, career move.
I've been working here 2 years and it's killing me. I kept thinking I'd get sold again, but I'm too old. Sena, you have to get me out of here.
Wow. Okay. Big favor. Can you buy my sister's freedom?
Let me sample the wares. Make sure she's worth the asking price.
I guess that's fair. Tiva?
Don't sweat it, little sister. I've seen worse. We'll be back. Okay, done. Now about those credits?
You are low class and a moron. You thought I'd just pay for your freedom? Never.
You... I can't believe you!
It's the way of the galaxy, sis. But you know where I am now. We'll keep in touch.
What's on your mind, Vette?
I've been talking to Tiva. We've managed to scrape together enough credits to buy her freedom. Beg, borrow, and... better not to say. We've been trying to track down Mother.
Another Cantina meeting. Get some new information.
Tried it. Krata has nothing. Mother wasn't that old when she had us. She has to be alive. Somewhere. Anyway, just wanted to warn you there may be another detour in your future. Not that you'll be much help.
You have something to tell me?
I'm just informing you that I will be disembarking for a short while. I've finally tracked down the false Sith I'm sensing. It's time for me to bathe in their impure blood.
Sever a few limbs for me, will you?
You add fire to my rage, Master. I will return once my bloodlust has been quenched. The false Sith are dead. I slaughtered them. I slaughtered them all. But not before getting confessions from each and making them beg. I've never felt such satisfaction.
Let it feed you. There are few greater experiences than destroying traitors.
I will be on the lookout for every one of those experiences. For now, I'll continue to use my power to search for traitorous Sith, then systematically eradicate them all. The Empire will be pure when I am through. I vow it. Master, as time passes, the thrill of killing the light side Sith is ebbing. I'm in search of a new thrill. Perhaps one slightly more... personal in nature? Master, I want you. Why don't we find someplace quiet?
I like a woman who's direct. Follow me.
Everything looks a little different when you're relaxed, you know? The sky is brighter, the stars shinier. Can't wait to get all tense again.
Your workload around here just doubled. You'll be tense before you know it.
I can handle it. The more pain, the more pleasure. Makes sense to me. Until next time, Master. It's so amusing to think I was once training to be a Jedi. You're opening me up to my true potential. I feel such power surging through me.
It's no small task keeping up with me. I won't hesitate to drop you if you fall too far behind.
How romantic. You know that kind of talk only makes me more focused. I'm so hungry for more. Master, I have become aware of an amazing development. The other night I couldn't sleep. I sensed something and ventured out, tracking the sensation. I came upon a badly injured Sith who reeked of the light side. He was suffering and on the verge of death.
Tell me you ended his miserable existence.
I didn't have to. His injuries were extreme. He spoke of a Sith and his agents whose sole purpose is to hunt down traitors to the dark side. Whoever this Sith is, he filled this man with such fear and pain. All I can think is, where do we sign up?
We could coordinate efforts with this Sith.
Exactly my thinking. We can share information and pool resources and clean up the Empire all the more thoroughly. By using my power on the dying man, I got an impression of the Sith who did the damage. I'm reaching out with my senses to try to catch his scent. Some kind of trail I can follow to locate him.
You have my blessing. Leave no stone unturned.
I will be thorough, Master. Master, I have exciting news. A trail of corpses, all slain the same as the Lightside Sith I found, has led me to the perpetrator. His name is Lord Sendence. He's been secretly hand-chosen by the Dark Council to eradicate any and all Sith who are not pure. He operates with impunity. No one is above his judgment. It makes my mouth water just thinking about such power.
Why should this Sendence have such authority?
From what I've learned, he is an uncommon butcher, driven by darkness. He's already accused and destroyed so many traitors. It's a mystery to me how he has been so prolific without my special power. But I've reached out to him, and he has granted me an audience.
Don't get any ideas of joining this Sith. You are my apprentice and belong to me.
If you're jealous, don't be. I'll be back in my quarters every night. Or in yours. This is my destiny. The purpose of my power, I know it. Now, I'm meeting him shortly. Leave a light on for me.
I see you've returned from meeting Lord Sendence. How was it?
Interesting, to say the least. Within moments, I realized he was killing any Sith he pleased, all in the name of hunting traitors. Very few of his victims were valid targets, and he was very excited that my special power would unequivocally validate his work. Said that we could literally reorganize the entire power structure of the Empire. To entice me, he suggested we start by pointing the finger at you.
A very opportunistic man. Were it not directed at me, I would approve.
Well, his opportunities have dried up a bit. The man wanted me to abuse my gifts, and betray the one person in the galaxy I respect and owe my life to. It took everything I had, but it was the most satisfying kill of my young life.
A true Sith should turn on her master. You were blinded by sentiment and missed a golden opportunity.
Serving you serves me just fine. Besides, I saw the means to another end. The Dark Council's emissary, a man named Kaliku, was there too. He's the one holding Lord Sendence's leash on this assignment. He offered me Sendence's mandate. As I sensed light-leaning Sith, I'd report them to him. And when possible, I'd be sent to eradicate.
Keep your pride in check, apprentice. I will knock you down a peg or two if your ego gets too inflated.
I would expect nothing less. And don't think I'll forget that it's you who has made this possible. My devotion will never flutter. Thank you. Master, everything else aside, the visceral experience of facing Lord Sendence continues to tantalize me. I relive it nightly and awaken buzzing. When I feel such pleasure, all I can think of is sharing it with you. When I feel pain, I ache to be consoled by you. I know what this is. It's love.
Actions speak louder than words, Jaesa.
Believe me, I ache to show you how deep my love runs. But I want this to be different, special. As you already know, my reflex is to rush to instant gratification, but let's milk this feeling, this want. Let it build before we act on it.
All the better to wait until we ache with longing.
The ache in me spikes when you talk like that. I think we are going to like this little experiment. I have to say, this idea to wait and let the desire churn, fantastic. I'm burning for you like never before. I think it's time to do something about it, don't you?
You read my mind. Follow me to my quarters.
I like it when you lead. I'll be watching you the whole way there. Have to admit, that was so worth the wait. Instant gratification is overrated. I'm a new woman now. So much greater intensity is built through denying one's appetites and then gorging. I'm going to apply this lesson to all things. Eating, training, killing. I won't take the easy, quick path ever again.
If I order you to kill someone quickly, you'd better comply.
Of course. Whatever you dictate, however you want. I trust you utterly. You're the first person I have no compulsion to use my power on in order to be sure I understand. When I'm with you, I actually forget that I have this power. And it is such relief. I'm realizing I never really relaxed before.
I need your critical edge, Jaesa. Your power must still serve me.
Of course. I will not fail you. I will be just as tenacious and suspicious and ruthless as ever. You can count on that.
You know, I think I'm getting better at this whole fighting thing. Watching you pick targets for all those hours must have been useful after all.
When you have something useful to say, let me know.
Right. I'll do that. So Tiva landed on her feet. She started seeing a Moff stationed in the Outer Rim. He's apparently like 60 years old, though. I don't know what to think.
I hope he's rich, because that's a really disgusting thought.
I know, right? I guess they can't have children anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But still. Anyway, Moff Old Guy apparently has all sorts of contacts in Imperial intelligence. And I guess he's helping her find Mother. I have dreams about the night they took me from her. Came in the night, pulled me off my sleeping mat, just screamed and screamed.
When someone wants to sell their livestock, they don't ask the livestock's permission.
Sometimes I think you get it, and sometimes... Alright, let's not go there right now. She found her! She found her! Mother was sold to a hut on Tatooine years ago. She works in a small shop there. Tiva found her, and she's headed to Tatooine already. We need to go meet her as soon as we can.
If we go, we will go at the time of my choosing.
Yes, you're the boss. I get it. But this is important. Okay, as soon as we can. Tatooine. I wonder what Mother will think of me now.
Mistuka mogoto parchichisa domba.
After all this time, to miss her by days.
Great. We come all the way out here, and she's already dead.
What is wrong with you? Tiva, what's going on?
Ask him. It's his place, apparently.
Mistranja topa, go makase. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
If you are responsible for this, I will choke the life out of your slave body.
Joto getwanga chuska, nucha kichawa. Moja jo chaluka, kunachi do niktitoki, saya tupi nu aviti.
They still work, believe me.
Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa dobiska. Patoga wata kiko uba kili wata buki donko.
Waddle is within his rights to do with his slaves as he will.
Stukasun kanji tavutaya.
This is my mother we're talking about. She deserves some respect.
Chobat I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
No. Here are some credits. Tell Waddles, man, I've paid for your time. Go to town and arrange the funeral.
What are you waiting for? Get going, slave.
Che wamaktoma. Ya pawa kolka torundi. Kuna wawanda dunko.
That was a lovely service. Still, I can't come to terms with it.
What? The fact that our mother was worked to death by a fat Hutt who's somewhere laughing about it right now?
You'll feel better once the Hutt lies dead at your feet.
Chobat I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Stukasun kanji tavutaya.
I don't know, Tiva. You want to go just shoot this Hutt in the face?
Don't just shoot him. Make sure it is long and painful.
If you think it's the right thing to do.
Of course it's the right thing to do. Come on. Don't worry. We won't be long.
Doika boda pachi isa jonki.
My Moff is going to be worried. I'll see you two later. Better times.
Let's just go. Please. No talking. I keep seeing that Hutt's face. And the blood. And the bodies on the floor. And Tiva's eyes. I thought I could just let it go. And I can't help blaming you.
I know it was hard, but some things need to be done. Bloody things.
I really hope I never understand the way you see the galaxy. Anyway, whatever. Let's just keep some space between us for a while, okay? Just so you know, I'm here for the long term. Through apprentices trying to kill you and all the rest of the crazy. I'll be here.
Your deference is good and proper, Vette.
Okay then. Glad we're clear on that.
I look around, I see other men, even the uncomplicated strong ones, you know. My type, and there's no reaction. It's like every cell inside me knows. You and I are made for each other. So you better propose or something, because our offspring will be the most powerful creatures in the galaxy.
Maybe you've forgotten who you're talking to. I'm the one who calls the shots.
Can't we leave the power plays behind us? I want us to be married, and then populate the galaxy with Sith, but only as equals.
You will be my wife, but not my equal. I will always be your master.
I see. I suppose I'll have to learn to be satisfied with that. As master and husband, you are my superior. Husband, will it ever stop? The craving for greater power, the lust for more conquest?
To Sith, those things are like breathing.
The way I feel, the drive you've awakened and sustained in me will never extinguish. My last breath will be expelled fiercely. Our children will be so gifted, and I'll use my special powers to help guide them and your future disciples. Together, we will build the most fearsome legacy the galaxy has ever seen.